Fly fishing is the fishing that happens between the knot tying that you'll be doing. Fish on! That's a toad, brother. Golly! If you're gonna get into fly fishing, which I highly recommend, you don't necessarily have to go straight to stream fishing for trout. That's kind of a big misconception. There's this tendency to, for the fly fishing community as a whole to look down their nose to a certain extent at warm water fly fishing. I think that the more disciplines you become proficient at, the better it'll make you overall. But I do firmly believe that if you get into warm water fly fishing and you get some of those fish that give you a lot more action, it can get you hooked on fly fishing. It gets you to kind of think of the rod as an extension of your arm. Most people all the time think of the tip of their rod, and I think that once you just stop thinking about casting and just start casting, you do a lot better. This is a new approach, and it's actually made me think about things different a little bit for river fishing. I'm gonna change up some of the things that I do for river fishing. I may fish a fluke with a dropper on it and put a hair jig, or just do some adjustments. And again, this is trying something new. This is getting out of my comfort zone. But guys, this is what it's about when it comes to fishing. Don't be intimidated by some of the stuff that's out there for fly fishing. Just get into it. Trust me, you'll love it. It'll make you a better angler. Any fish, many fish, big fish, many big fish, and method fish, and then you start over, and fly fishing is a method you should try. Now let's go do it.
My name is Juan Barut. I fish a lot. I fish more than any man should fish, really. When Chad called me, one of the things I really wanted to do was, get him on some really great water. And I just wanted to give him a variety of looks as far as trout fishing goes. We spent some time fishing right in Bellefonte, and that's a great fishery, lots of trout in that water. And we fished some outside of Bellefonte just to get a kind of different look. So we were in the mountains fishing on a really small native brook trout creek that I just found by looking at some maps, knowing the area, and I knew a few of the other creeks, and I just wanted to try out a new creek. I'm really happy that I was able to get Chad on fish, especially being the first time that he really fly fished for trout using that nymphing technique that we used. Anybody really can kind of dial that in eventually, but those things do happen, and the key is in fly fishing, don't let those things frustrate you. I've fly fished for years and years, and I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to improve. I'm always glad to come home to Happy Valley because it offers such a wide range of angling opportunities. Some of the best fishing here, quite honestly, as a local, is in some of the creeks that people don't even know exist. And if you come out here and you want to go to a named creek and catch some fish, if you want to look at a map and explore a bit off the beaten path, there are tons of water to explore off the beaten path. For me, personally, one of the greatest things about the past 2 days fishing with Chad was seeing someone who hadn't done this technique before come to Happy Valley, be in a place where I know that they're casting to fish, and being able to pull off a brand new technique that they've never done before, tight line nymphing, and be successful at it.
Hey, listen, if you want to go on the ultimate fly fishing trip right here in Middle America, you can't beat this. Here's the thing, it's like I'm a photographer, and you go to a place that's so beautiful that when you take the picture, you actually said it talking about the mountains. You take a picture and they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but there's some places that it'll take 1,000,000 words to explain it. I cannot truly convey to you how cool this is. You have to come experience it for yourself. And again, if I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. You don't have to have the top of the line everything to come do this. I can't truly do this justice. The cold water, the crazy air, even being right next to the town, going and having a sandwich, and 5 minutes later you're back in the water. World-class fishing, drinking a cup of coffee at a cool cafe, and then jumping in the water and catching fish. Pennsylvania, you guys have done a heck of a job. Y'all come experience it for yourself. Now I'm gonna catch another fish. Bro, look at this fish right here, son. Oh, look at that thing.
Beautiful, Chad.
All right, check this dude out right here. God, that is gorgeous. All right, guys, so we basically hiked back here in the woods just to get away from the highway. We pulled off 2 slams in 2 days without any pre-fishing. And yeah, man, dude, this place, like, I'm very seldom at a loss for words. Anybody that knows me, you know that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, man, just such a cool place, bro. I cannot thank you enough for
no
sharing
problem, dude. No problem,
this
man.
little slice of heaven with me.
Yeah.
They aptly named it Happy Valley. The people here wave at you because they're actually happy, you know? And it's a fishing town. Fishing is woven through it.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's a fisherman, and it still feels like you got plenty of water.
Yeah.
It's just such a freaking cool town, dude. So anyway, bro, I can't thank you enough.
All right, buddy.
I appreciate
No
the heck out of it,
problem,
man.
No problem,
I love this dude right here like a brother. If you're looking to book a trip, this guy's gonna go back to guiding next year, and I've already dubbed his guide service Juan More Fish, because literally every time he set the hook, I'm like, Juan's got another one. Juan's got one more fish. So at the end, I just cut out all the middle and said, one more, one more fish. That's gonna do it today. The sun's about to drop behind that mountain and it's gonna get cold. We'll be right back with more, probably in the kayak fishing action. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor and help support the channel by downloading the Fishing Chaos app now so you can get in on the action.